At the moment, there are no vertical curves connecting the grades together. So what would be good is if the software could undertake this best fit or matching onto the constraints, but then apply some vertical curves. Well, we can ask the software to do this, again, in Auto Profile. So we're going to click on Auto Profile. Here are the two entries we've already added. If we click on the Fit Parameters button, this will allow us to smooth the design with some cut and fill and vertical curve parameters. So go ahead and click on that box. Where we have start chainage and end chainage, we're just going to complete them as follows. If we apply a cut factor or fill factor, the software is expecting us to put a value in meters of cut and fill. For example, if we were happy to have the software try and match over these constraints with 30 mil of cut, we could put 0.03, which would be 30 mil. Recommended that you don't put anything really much lower than that, because the software in a minute is going to try and match onto the constraint whilst at the same time trying to fit vertical curves, and we're trying to give the cut and fill factor as a bit of tolerance for this particular matching. We'll apply a minimum vertical curve length of, say, 20, and again, if the software can't achieve a vertical curve length of 20, it won't put one in, but it will put a curve nevertheless. In addition, we could ask the software to raise or lower the entire vertical design whilst trying to match onto these constraints. So for the time being, we're just going to leave that as blank. We make sure that we're saying use with other VC methods, and then we click OK. You'll see that we have this fitting being added in. So what's going to happen is the software is going to read this form, it will complete the first entry, then it will complete the second entry, and then afterwards it will then try and apply the fitting over the top of the two it's done. So it's important this goes at the very bottom of the list. Once you've done that, click Apply and Exit. You'll see that you have vertical curves being drawn in now, wherever possible, and a lot of the additional IPs have been weeded out. Now, if you wanted to, you could go back to Auto Profile and refine the fitting. So you could click on the pencil icon and maybe change the cut and fill factor, or even put a different vertical curve length if you wanted. This is the software giving you an assist when it comes to your design. So you can go in and refine these numbers, get it as close as you can to what you need, then use the editing tools to edit the IPs individually and manage them as you need.